What's up, Giant Slayers? Brandon here from David vs. Goliath BJJ. In today's video, we're going over how to monkey flip a big guy. If you guys want to learn, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're going over how to monkey flip a big guy. We're going to go from when Tim starts to stack me. So if you guys haven't seen my video on how to avoid getting stacked by a big guy, I'll leave a link above if you guys want to check that out. But starting from the closed guard, a lot of big guys like to put forward pressure on you. Okay, so one of the ways that you can combat that is to get feet on the hips. Okay, so from here, because Tim's weight is leaning on me, okay, it's not too difficult for me to go with his weight now and flip him over. Okay, the main key detail right here is getting Tim's head right over my head. If Tim's head stays over my hip line, okay, like if Tim backs out a little bit, it's hard for me to pull and lift Tim from here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to load Tim so that way his head is over my head and then his hips become light. Okay, so a lot of times when we play open guard, I see a lot of people go cross collar and sleeve, which isn't wrong. Right? You guys can monkey flip off of cross collar and sleeve, but my personal preference is to monkey flip off of the same collar and sleeve. And the reason for that is I'm able to keep Tim's shoulders square with my shoulders. Okay, so a lot of times when you go cross collar and sleeve, if the guy on top starts to angle off, okay, and turn away, try to get your left shoulder away from you, Tim. Yeah, freeze right here. He starts to turn away, and the angle just becomes a little bit more difficult. Okay, or sometimes if I get cross collar and sleeve, Tim starts to lead with his right foot forward and offset his base and his feet. So freeze right here, Tim. You notice that his hips aren't square with me anymore, so my feet don't fit as nicely on the hips. Okay, so that usually starts to happen when I go to cross collar. Okay, but if Tim's standing and have feet on the hips here, and they go to the same side collar, it's much more difficult for Tim to angle off. Tim, try to turn to your side now. Okay, you guys see that? It's much more difficult for him to turn out of it. Okay, so I'm forcing his shoulders to stay square with my shoulders, and this is my personal preference to then go for a monkey flip. Okay, so right here, guys, what I like to do is make sure, again, I get his head over my head, but I also get my butt underneath it. Okay, so a lot of times when you go to pull, okay, if Tim's inexperienced, I can just load him right here, load his head forward, okay, and elevate him up. You know, when I go to monkey flip Tim, you guys should be able to control just like this. Okay, Tim's 100 pounds heavier than me. If I lock my legs out, I can hold this for a decent amount of time. My feet are controlling his hips. Okay, so I have nice balance right here. Okay, my feet are on the outside of his hips, kind of holding him almost like my hands. Okay, but if Tim's experienced, I'm not going to get that same lift just by pulling. Okay, so usually more experienced guys, when they go to resist the monkey flip, they're trying to sit their ass to the ground and try to pull away. Okay, so when this happens, I'm going to use Tim's power against it. Okay, he's going to squat, he's going to let the posture out. Okay, and I'm going to use that to pull myself in. Okay, so one more time. Okay, so I'm right here. Again, if he's inexperienced, I can just load him. Okay, but a lot of times he's going to be sitting back. He knows I want to try and monkey flip it. Okay, so he's going to squat back, start to pull, and I use that to pull myself underneath him. Okay, so my hips are underneath him, his head is over my head. When I go to lift, okay, I get him up in the air. Okay, from here, I have my right hand on the collar. Okay, so I'm going to look to my right and roll over my right shoulder. Okay, so as a safety tip, Tim's going to front roll so he doesn't spike his forehead on the mat and do a scorpion. All right, and I'm gonna back roll because I don't want to roll straight over my neck. Okay, so once I elevate Tim here, okay, he's gonna fall front roll. I do a nice back roll. Yeah, I end up in the mount position. And I keep top control and work from here. Okay, guys, so from the beginning, one more time. Tim's in my closed guard, starts to stack. I put my feet up on his hips. I go same collar and sleeve. Okay, if I can get him up, I'll load him here. A lot of times he's gonna sit back. Then I pull myself underneath him, then I elevate, okay? Nice soft roll here, he forward rolls, I back roll, okay, and come on top, and I secure my position. All right, you guys, there you have it, how to monkey flip a big guy. Again, main details on that, you guys, is get used to elevating your partner and just balancing from there. To me, it's more impressive when you're able to control and land softly versus just launching the person. A lot of times if you just launch the person, sometimes it'll create a scramble and then you don't end up keeping the top position, which kind of defeats the purpose of sweeping him in the first place. So Practice a nice, soft, controlled landing, and add that to your arsenal, guys. Let me know how it goes. Shoot me a DM on Instagram at David vs. Goliath BJJ. If you need any extra tips or have any questions, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.